Archangel Michael crossed your name out of heaven's book, or wrote it back in, under one shocking condition, and the moment these words touched your screen, something in the invisible realm stopped breathing. The air tightened. The atmosphere folded into slow motion. Time bent like a trembling ribbon of light. Heaven leaned forward as if waiting for your next heartbeat. My beloved child, stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. Something that has been circling your destiny for years without your awareness. Don't scroll. Don't blink. Listen carefully. Because the truth rising toward you right now is not random. Not accidental. Not coincidence. It is a divine interruption sent at the exact second your spirit reached a silent breaking point. You didn't know it. But 3 nights ago, while you were sleeping, a shadow approached the ancient record of your destiny. It reached for your name. It tried to alter what heaven had written. Jesus saw it. Archangel Michael rose instantly, his flaming sword shaking the edges of eternity. He stepped into a courtroom not made of stone, but of light so alive it breathed around him. This is the place where futures are protected. Where lies are exposed. Where destinies are weighed. And in that courtroom, your name glowed on a scroll older than time itself. Pulsing like a fragile heartbeat. But right beside it, a dark strike. A mark that was not placed by God. Not placed by heaven. But placed by an enemy who hoped you would never know what was stolen. Michael lifted his sword. The flame stretched in slow motion, revealing hidden attacks you never sensed. Silent betrayals you never suspected. Delays that wrapped around your blessings without explanation. My beloved child, heaven reveals you have been carrying a spiritual weight that did not belong to you. A heaviness disguised as normal life. It came through people. Through memories. Through emotional exhaustion. Through opportunities that slipped away right when you needed them most. This attachment whispered against you in the courtroom. Arguing why your destiny should remain delayed. But Michael did something tonight that changed everything. He grabbed the scroll. He erased the enemy's strike. And he prepared to write your name again in golden ink. But only after one divine condition is fulfilled. That condition is approaching now. Slowly. Calmly. Like a truth too powerful to reveal all at once. Don't scroll. Don't move too fast. The angels surrounding your life have closed in around you. Their wings stir the atmosphere like waves breaking across time. They show you moments from your past where you should have fallen completely. Where collapse felt close. Where defeat seemed certain. And yet you rose. You pushed through. You survived what was meant to destroy you. Heaven is presenting this as evidence. Your tears. Your endurance. Your quiet strength. Your attempts to do right even when no one saw. All of it is now standing before the throne. Jesus reviews not your failures. Not your mistakes. Not the lies spoken about you. But your heart. Your authenticity. Your hidden goodness. The courtroom brightens. The book of heaven opens wider. Your name flickers again. Written, then unwritten. Chosen, then delayed. Breakthrough, then stagnation. This flicker is not punishment. It is the signal of a destiny shift. A spiritual crossroads. And you reached it tonight. My beloved child, heaven says your spirit cried out silently for help. And that cry was louder than every weapon formed against you. Michael steps forward. He whispers that your alignment must begin tonight. Your surrender of fear must begin tonight. Your acceptance of divine truth must begin tonight. If your heart is open, Jesus will rewrite your name with eternal fire. Restoring what was stolen. Reversing what was delayed. Breaking what was blocking you. But before this prophecy continues, heaven gently invites you, if this message touches your spirit, like this video, comment Amen, and share it with 10 people, so the blessing waiting for you may flow freely. This invitation comes once. Softly. Never again in this prophecy. Now the angels move. The courtroom brightens. And the doorway to the shocking condition, your destiny's turning point, begins to open slowly before your eyes. My beloved child, as the doorway of flame widens in front of you, everything you once misunderstood about your life begins to rearrange itself in slow motion, forming a truth you were never supposed to discover this late. But heaven waited for this exact second because your spirit has finally risen to the frequency where revelation can reach you. Don't scroll. Don't blink. Listen carefully. The shocking condition that decides whether your name remains or fades from heaven's book is connected to something deeper than you realize. Not behavior. Not perfection. But identity. The realm of spiritual identity where names are not labels, but seals. Seals of authority. Seals of destiny. Seals that heaven recognizes and darkness fears. As you stand in the glow of this unfolding prophecy, Archangel Michael lifts the scroll again. The fire dimming just enough for the truth to appear. Your name is not alone on the page. It is surrounded by symbols, timelines, battles, victories, and attempted sabotages. Marks representing every moment your life shifted, choices, heartbreaks, betrayals, awakenings. Heaven now reveals a secret you never saw coming. If your life has felt stuck, delayed, drained, disappointed, repeatedly interrupted, it is because a spiritual attachment has been pulling your timeline away from its divine alignment. An attachment fed by your unspoken pain. Your buried memories. Your heartbreaks. Your disappointments. Your exhaustion. This attachment tried to argue in the courtroom that your name should be crossed out permanently because you lost faith in yourself. You lost belief in your worth. You forgot you were chosen. But heaven disagreed. Instantly the courtroom shifts. The walls stretch outward like the universe unrolling itself. You stand inside a hologram of your own life. Every moment frozen in suspended light. Every scene shown through heaven's perspective. You see yourself as a child. Lonely at times. Feeling unseen. Feeling unheard. Yet heaven was watching over every second. You see moments where you lost something precious and thought it was meaningless suffering. But it was evidence. Evidence of endurance. Evidence of strength. Evidence that you kept walking even when the road felt impossible. You see relationships where you gave more than you received. Friendships that drained you. Family who misunderstood you. Betrayals that cracked your heart. Tears that never found a voice. Heaven shows all of it, because each moment is being used to defend you. To prove your spirit never surrendered. To prove your heart stayed soft. Michael raises his sword toward each scene. Flames dance around the memories. Burning away the lies. Revealing the truth beneath them. My beloved child, the book of heaven now shifts again. The pages glowing brighter as the courtroom presents your life as evidence of worthiness, not failure. Jesus steps forward. His voice soft but carrying the weight of galaxies. Your breakthrough was delayed not because you were unworthy, but because the enemy tried to distort your identity. These words echo through your spirit. Slowly. Deeply. Cutting chains you didn't realize were still wrapped around you. Suddenly the angels unfold their wings. A powerful wind pushes the courtroom upward. And you rise above your own timeline. Looking down at moments you thought were coincidences. Nights you cried. Days you felt numb. Times you thought you were losing hope. Heaven reveals the truth. Those weren't emotional struggles. They were spiritual battles. Silent wars. Invisible attacks. Every heaviness you felt had a source. Every fear had a strategy behind it. Every stagnation was engineered. But none of it destroyed you. Because heaven protected the core of who you are. Don't blink. Don't look away. This is not just revelation. This is intervention. The book floats again. Your name flickers between light and shadow. Between destiny and delay. Between written and unwritten. Jesus touches the edge of the page. And the flickering slows. Almost like your name is waiting for your spirit to understand something before it stabilizes. My beloved child, heaven is preparing you. The condition is approaching. The truth is sharpening. The book will not stay open much longer. And when section 3 begins, the flames of heaven will strike your timeline with the most explosive breakthrough you have ever witnessed. My beloved child, as the final veil around your name begins to dissolve, the entire courtroom of heaven falls into a trembling silence. A silence so heavy, so supernatural, that even the smallest flutter of an angel's wing echoes like thunder across eternity. You stand in the center of this stillness. Held in a circle of light that does not warm you with heat, but with truth. Truth sharp enough to cut through every lie ever spoken over your life. Don't scroll. Don't blink. Listen carefully. Because the next few moments decide everything. Whether Archangel Michael crosses your name out of heaven's book forever. Or writes it back in with fire that no darkness can ever erase. The book floats before you. Your name flickers like a fading star. Dimming. Fighting to stay alive. Michael steps forward. His sword dim but pulsing with the rhythm of your heartbeat. And he speaks words the heavens never intended humans to hear. Your destiny has been under review. Not because you failed, but because the calling on your life is rare. His words shake the air. The courtroom expands. Walls stretching outward like the universe unfolding itself. You are suddenly standing inside a cosmic hologram of your own life. Timelines spin around you like molten gold. Some bright. Some shadowed. Some broken. Some restored. Jesus steps into the hologram. His eyes burning like a storm of holy fire. He shows you scenes from your life. Scenes that hurt you. Shaped you. Broke you. Strengthened you. Moments where darkness whispered that you were alone. But heaven now reveals, none of those moments were abandonment. They were battlefield moments. Points of warfare. Points of resilience. Points the enemy hoped would convince you that you were unworthy of a destiny this powerful. But heaven refused to surrender your story. Suddenly the hologram cracks. A flash of lightning splits across your timeline. You see every moment the enemy targeted your identity. Moments when you felt unloved. Moments when you felt invisible. Moments when you questioned your worth. Moments when you blamed yourself for things that were never your fault. Each memory glows. Then burns. Then dissolves in the presence of Jesus. Leaving only truth behind. You are chosen. You are protected. You are fought for. You are seen. You are destined. You are divinely appointed. The courtroom begins to shake. Light shifts from white to gold. The verdict is approaching. Michael lifts his sword. Slow. Heavy. Sacred. With a single downward slash, he cuts through every spiritual attachment ever tied to your name. Every generational curse. Every word curse spoken against you. Every shadow that followed you. Every draining connection. Every emotional anchor. Every lie about your worth. The slash sends a shockwave across the courtroom. Pillars shake. Chains shatter. The spiritual atmosphere around your life rearranges itself instantly. Don't blink. Don't move. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Jesus places his hand on the book. The pages burst into silver and gold flame. Your name rises from the page. No longer flickering, but burning. Burning like something alive. Burning like destiny awakened. The enemy screams in silence. Because this is the moment they feared. Heaven knows it. Michael knows it. Your spirit knows it. The trial ends. The seal prepares to close. And the condition that decides everything begins to ignite. Suddenly the courtroom explodes. A burst of divine force shakes the realm. Angels fall to their knees. Light storms erupt like galaxies being born. Timelines bend back into alignment. Your finances. Your relationships. Your opportunities. Your identity. Your protection. Your future. All begin shifting toward you at once. The book snaps shut with a force that echoes through eternity. A wave of supernatural breakthrough floods your timeline. Clearing blockages. Opening gates. Reversing delays. Rewriting outcomes. And Archangel Michael steps forward with the book under his arm. He leans in. His voice low. Your name has been written back into heaven's book, but the condition is still coming. My beloved child, the lightning hasn't even finished striking yet. And the most important truth of your destiny is about to be revealed. My beloved child, as the storm of divine light softens around you, the atmosphere of heaven shifts again. Not with violence. Not with warfare. But with a sacred calm so heavy that it feels like eternity itself has paused to reveal a truth meant only for your spirit. Don't scroll. Don't blink. Listen carefully. Because the shocking condition that decides the final fate of your name, whether it remains sealed in heaven's book or flickers again, has begun forming like glowing ink gathering inside a cloud. Shifting. Swirling. Preparing to reveal itself. Jesus steps forward. His presence dims the flames around your timeline. His voice carries both gentleness and authority as he says, your destiny was never threatened by your mistakes, but by the identity you accepted during your pain. These words land in your spirit like holy lightning. You feel something inside you crack open. Something buried. Something forgotten. Archangel Michael approaches with the book under his arm. But now the book looks different. It is sealed with a glowing gold band. A band that is almost closed, almost complete, but not yet. It waits. It listens. It responds to your inner alignment. Heaven reveals a secret now. The condition is not about perfection. Not about flawless choices. Not about proving yourself worthy. The condition is about agreement. Agreement with who heaven says you are. Identity must rise from within before destiny can be sealed from above. Time bends again. You are lifted from the courtroom into a corridor of shimmering timelines. Each timeline shows a version of your life. One filled with abundance. Open doors. Divine love. Financial breakthrough. Spiritual authority. Peace. Restoration. And another filled with repeated cycles. Delays. Emotional exhaustion. Missed chances. Closed gates. And heaven whispers, the version you step into depends on whether you embrace the identity written for you, or the identity shaped by your pain. Suddenly the timelines freeze. Michael touches the center one. It expands into a vision so vivid you feel yourself walking inside it. You see yourself with a glowing name above your head. A name burning with heaven's ink. A name radiating authority and purpose. But then the vision splits. One version shows the glow growing brighter. Stronger. Summoning opportunities. Drawing financial favor. Aligning you with the right people. Pulling your soulmate closer. Another version shows the glow dimming. Flickering. Weakening. Not because heaven withdrew, but because you stepped into old beliefs again. Doubts. Fears. Feelings of unworthiness. Moments where you forgot who you were. Jesus looks at you. His eyes filled with both compassion and fire. Your external destiny cannot stay written, if your internal identity remains broken. These words shake your spirit. You begin to understand why your life was fought so fiercely. Why heartbreak hit you harder than others. Why rejection stung so deeply. Why delays felt endless. Why your confidence was always under attack. Identity was the battlefield all along. Angels gather around you now, forming a circle of blinding white gold light. The book floats into the center, opening by itself. The ink that writes your name rises into the air like golden smoke, waiting for the final alignment, waiting for the final truth to enter your spirit. Don't look away. Don't breathe too fast. The revelation is coming. Heaven does not reveal lightly what you are about to hear. Jesus places his hand on the open book. Your name is secured by identity, not circumstances. The words echo like a bell struck in eternity. The golden ink coils above the book like a living flame. Ready to write. Ready to seal. But still waiting. Waiting for you to step into the truth heaven has been urging you toward. My beloved child, you are standing at the edge of the greatest destiny shift of your life. Section 5 will open the seal. It will reveal the full condition. And once spoken, nothing in your life will remain the same. My beloved child, as the last chamber of heaven opens before you, everything you have seen, every flame, every vision, every courtroom battle, every whisper from Jesus, every sword strike from Michael, begins to merge into one living revelation. A revelation so powerful that time itself slows down around your spirit. Don't scroll. Don't blink. Listen carefully. Because this final moment is the reason the entire prophecy was sent to you. The book of heaven rises again. Its pages glowing brighter than at any point before. Golden ink thickens in the air like a swirling storm of light. Jesus steps toward you. His presence so still, so overwhelming, that every shadow in the realm disappears. The enemy wanted your identity, he says softly. But heaven needs your agreement. These words pierce your spirit. You feel them unfold inside you like a sacred fire. Archangel Michael lifts his sword to the ceiling of eternity. With one slow-motion sweep, he cuts through the veil between your earthly life and your divine assignment. And suddenly the truth behind every battle becomes clear. Your destiny was always prepared. Your blessings were always stored. Your breakthroughs were always written. Your protection was always active. Your soulmate was always aligned. Your financial elevation was always planted. But none of these could fully manifest because your spirit had begun to accept an identity that did not belong to you. An identity shaped by betrayal. By heartbreak. By fear. By rejection. By generational patterns. By wounds from people who were supposed to protect you. Not heaven's identity. The book erupts in flames. A ring of fire forms around it. You see two versions of your name inside the fire. One glowing so bright it shakes darkness off your timeline. Sealed. Anchored. untouchable. The other flickering, weak, unsteady, vulnerable to delay, vulnerable to doubt, vulnerable to attack. And heaven reveals the final truth now. The shocking condition. The condition that determines whether your name stays sealed, or begins to flicker again. Your name remains written in heaven's book only when you walk in the identity heaven gave you, not the identity shaped by your pain. This is the condition. Simple. Eternal. Unbreakable. If you believe you are chosen, your destiny expands. If you believe you are worthy, your relationships align. If you believe you are protected, attacks lose power. If you believe you are favored, opportunities appear. If you believe you are loved, your heart opens to its divine match. If you believe you are meant to rise, your finances unlock. Destiny moves through identity. Not through fear. Not through shame. Not through doubt. Jesus places his hand on the book. Your identity is your agreement, he says. And your agreement shapes your entire destiny. Suddenly you see everything differently. Every time you believed lies about yourself, your name dimmed. Every time you believed heaven's truth, your name ignited. Michael steps forward. The book opens one final time. Golden ink flows downward like a waterfall of divine fire. The flames roar. The realm trembles. The seal begins to close. And heaven waits for your inner agreement. Your acceptance. Your recognition of who you truly are. My beloved child, the moment you say yes to heaven's identity, the identity of someone chosen, protected, loved, destined, powerful, your name becomes sealed with fire that no attack can erase. Jesus presses his palm over your name. The ink ignites. The book snaps shut with a blast of divine power that shakes the foundation of heaven. Light erupts around you like a newborn star. Angels cry out in victory. Timelines shift instantly. Blessings that were delayed start moving toward you. Gates that were closed swing open. Shadows that followed you dissolve into nothing. Financial blockages break. Relationship patterns reset. Peace returns to your soul. Your future begins rewriting itself in real time. And heaven's voice thunders across creation, "It is written." My beloved child, the shocking condition is this: your destiny becomes unstoppable the moment you